Malaga Radio.
Freshly squeezed.
The juice on all the daily events along the coast.
With just a little bit of zest.
Hello and welcome to the Málaga Radio Weekly Diary, episode 24, your sunny side-up guide to what's happening this week across the Costa del Sol.
Whether you've just arrived on holiday, you've lived here for years, or you're somewhere in between, this show is here to help you plan better days, make spontaneous decisions, and uncover events you might not hear about anywhere else.
It's late June, the coast is alive, and the summer rhythm is officially kicking in. From castle concerts and village festivals to food fairs, yoga rooftops, and beachside beaches, we pulled together the best of what's on from June 24th to the 30th. And yes, that includes some hidden gems.
Plus, in each segment, we'll highlight a handpicked experience from MálagaRadio.travel, our growing directory of bookable activities, day trips, and local discoveries. Perfect if you're looking to do something new or send a visiting friend in the right direction.
Coming up, we kick off with this week's special feature, spotlighting top attractions with a summer twist. From animal parks with night openings to castles, caves, and one unforgettable rock-carved village you may never have heard of.
Then we roll into traditions and festivals, culture and exhibitions, food and hospitality, music and nightlife, and finally outdoor and sports, all designed to help you live the best version of your Costa del Sol week.
Let's dive in.
Malaga Radio.
When the sun starts to soften and the shadows stretch long across the promenade, that's when summer here changes gear.
Yeah, it's like a second shift. The daytime crowd heads off for a siesta or a shower, and the streets start to hum again. Warmer, slower, a little more golden.
This week, we're doing something different. Instead of just listing places, we're talking about experiences, the kind that only happen in summer or only happen here.
Attractions that open after hours, zoos by torchlight, museums that spill into courtyards, castles under the stars. You get the picture.
Some of these are obvious, big names you might already know. Others are tucked into hillsides or only run a few nights a week, but they all share something. They turn a normal visit into a memory.
And that's our theme today. 5 ways to experience the Costa del Sol after sunset. Not just where to go, but why it matters. 5 little windows into the kind of summer that lingers with you.
Let's start with the rhythm of it all, that unique summer rhythm you only find here, when the light stretches on and everything slows down, just enough to let the moment sink in.
There's a rhythm to summer evenings on the Costa del Sol. It's not rushed, it rolls in slowly like the tide, and some places really lean into that rhythm.
One of them is Biopar Fuengirola. During July and August, they keep the gates open until 11 p.m. and honestly, it transforms the whole experience. You're walking under the canopy just as the sun dips, when the heat lifts and the jungle sounds take over.
No, it's not just cooler. It's quieter. The animals are more active. The lighting softens. You get these deep shadows, dappled pools of light. And then suddenly the call of a bird or the movement of something just out of view.
And around 10 o'clock, they bring in African dance performances in the open air square. It's rhythmic, intimate, and surprisingly moving, especially when you're sitting there with a late ice cream, half in the moment and half in the dream of it.
If you've done the beach all day and still have a little energy in you, this is the perfect second wind.
Another one in this rhythm, La Termaica Summer Courtyard Sessions in Malaga City. It's a cultural center most of the year, but come summer, the courtyard turns into a gathering space with open-air cinema, spoken word, live jazz, and tapas bars glowing under fairy lights.
You got a flamenco fusion band there last August, chairs in rows, candles on the floor, everyone in linen and sandals, nursing vermouth or tinto de veraneux.
And no one's in a rush. That's the magic. Time stretches. You talk longer, stay later, breathe deeper.
It's a reminder, you don't need a full itinerary. Sometimes just showing up at the right moment is enough.
You know the memories that actually stay with you after a trip? It's never the brochure stuff. It's the weird or beautiful thing you didn't expect. The breeze, the bread, a weird laugh, a view you almost didn't notice.
Exactly, like walking into Castillo de Colomares near Benalmádena. Have you been? It's this surreal fairy tale tribute to Christopher Columbus, but it feels like someone designed it in a dream after eating too much manchego.
It's wild. Miniature towers, hidden stairways, sculpted stone arches, half fantasy, half history. And the best part? It's quiet. People miss it.
We went once in the golden hour, right before they closed. No crowds, just that long golden light stretching across the turrets. Took maybe 40 minutes to walk it, but I remember the light more than the layout.
And here's another memory maker, El Torcal de Antequera, up in the hills. Not a big attraction in the beach brochures, but if you can catch the sunset hike,
You'll feel like you've landed on another planet. Seriously, these giant stacked limestone rocks look like nature just decided to go full Picasso. There's a short circular trail, and if you're lucky, you might spot ibex or owls just before night falls.
we took a thermos and a snack and just sat there, watching the light change. It felt quiet in a way the coast never is. Not a big ticket memory, but one that sticks.
Sometimes the best bits don't have postcards, but no. They echo back when you least expect them. If you want to feel Andalusia, really taste it, don't book a table, walk into a square you've never heard of, follow the smell of grilled sardines, and let it happen.
Yes, there's something about those beachside chilling with us when the sun is lowering and the espetos are crackling over open flame. Have you been to Chilling with Maria in Pedregalejo?
The one with the old fishing boat out front as a barbecue pit? Yes, it's pure theater. Sardines on skewers, salty breeze, a cold tinto de verano in hand, and the whole thing feels like a ceremony.
That's Esquantilla. The food isn't just food, it's rhythm. You get the sizzle, the shouts, the soft clink of glasses. It's slow and loud and beautiful all at once.
Another gem, Mercado de Abastos in Estepona. Not the famous ones. This one's local, inland, smells like melons and rosemary and fried anchovies.
And there's a little stall near the back, woman with blue glasses, and the best tortilla de camarones I've tasted this side of Cadiz. No sign, no English, just a nod and a smile and a crisp, golden miracle on a napkin.
That's the taste of summer, not on a plate, but in your hands. Salty, flaky, unforgettable.
If you're listening to this while planning your trip, skip one fancy dinner. Go looking for scent, sizzle, and something messy on your fingers. You know that moment when you look up and it's like the whole trip snaps into focus? That's what I call a visual wonder. Andalusia's full of them, but a few catch you off guard. You know, one of the places that really surprised me recently wasn't even technically in Malaga province, but it's totally worth the trip. Setenil de las Bodegas. Have you been?
Oh, yes. That's a care village, right? The one with houses literally tucked under giant cliffs.
Exactly. You turn a corner and suddenly the rock just becomes the roof. Shops, cafes, even people's homes, all built right into the cliffs. It feels like nature and town planning shook hands and said, let's do something magical.
It's a wild mix of history and geology. I remember walking along Costa del Sol, sitting outside drinking coffee with this massive rock shelf just hanging overhead. And it's not just a one-street wonder. There's a fortress on the hilltop, a beautiful little church, hiking trails down by the river.
And you can stay overnight in cave houses too. Naturally cool, kind of romantic, and definitely one of those places that sticks with you. It's about an hour and 45 from Malaga by car, or you can do a scenic train to Ronda and a short hop from there.
One for the explorers, for sure, especially if you've done the beach and want a total change of scene.
And it proves the point, even just beyond the coastline, the Costa del Sol has layers, history, mystery, and a few surprises carved right into the stone.
And then there's the balcony of Europe in Nerca. Sounds dramatic? It is. A huge stone lookout jutting over the cliffs with waves crashing below and street musicians playing flamenco at sunset.
It's busy, yes, but there's always that moment, usually just before dusk, when everything slows down, golden lights, gentle music, lovers leaning on the railing, and you suddenly feel like you're in someone else's memory.
And that's the trick, isn't it? The best visuals aren't just the ones you snap. They're the ones that change how you feel. A little quieter, a little more open.
So sure, take the photo, post the story, but keep the feeling. That's the souvenir that matters.
Let's be honest. Not every adventure needs planning, gear, or Google Maps. Some of the best summer memories start with a shrug and a why not?
Exactly. Like taking the Benalmádena cable car up Mount Calamoro, you don't need hiking boots or a packed lunch. Just hop on. And in 15 minutes, you're floating above the coast with 360 views from the top.
And once you're up there, there's more than just a view. You've got falconry shows, little walking paths, even benches just to sit and feel the breeze. It's the kind of afternoon that feels like a mini escape without the hassle.
Or if you're near Marbella, try paddleboarding in the early morning. Calm water, barely a soul around, and it's surprisingly easy even for first-timers. There are places right on the beach that rent boards by the hour. No fuss, no stress.
You don't need to be super fit or super brave, just curious. That's the magic of effortless adventure. It opens up space for surprise.
And sometimes those are spontaneous decisions. A ride, a jeep, a short walk, they end up being the highlight of your trip.
So if you've got a free morning or lazy afternoon this week, go find something low-key that lights you up. You might just stumble into your favorite summer story.
And hey, if you're a venue offering simple, joyful summer experiences, let us know. Or head to MálagaRadio.net and see if you're already featured. We're always scouting the next surprise. So whether you're chasing shade through a sculpture garden, sipping tinto de verano after a sunset zoo stroll, or just dipping your toes into the surf without a plan, we hope something in today's special lit a little spark.
Because that's the heart of summer on the Costa del Sol. It's not about ticking off every highlight. It's about the rhythm, the warmth, the unexpected delight, the kind of days you carry home long after your sandals are packed away.
If you've just arrived, welcome. And if you're listening from abroad, planning or dreaming of a visit, we hope this gave you a taste of what's waiting. You can always dig deeper into any of the places we mentioned by visiting the blog at MálagaRadio.com or checking MálagaRadio.net for daily event listings and links. So that's our summer spotlight, a little collection of experiences that shine brighter when the days grow longer. Whether you're in flip-flops or just planning from afar, we hope it helps shape your week ahead. If you're just joining us on Málaga Radio, stick around. And if you're catching this as a podcast, the full episode is just a scroll away. Or tune into the live show every morning from 8 to 11 for daily highlights on Freshly Squeezed.
Up next in this week's diary, we've got local traditions you won't want to miss, cultural highlights for curious explorers, and food that's as vibrant as the sunsets.
Live music, beachside nights, and a few outdoor adventures that are easy to jump into, even last minute.
It's on still to come. Let's keep going.
Malaga Radio.
Let's start with the obvious, San Juan. Monday night across the Costa del Sol is the night of bonfires, beach music, and that magical midnight swim. If you're hearing this before it happens, grab a towel and go. Trust us, it's one of those remember forever kind of nights. If it's already passed by the time you're tuning in, we hope you were there. And if you were, we'd love to see it. Tag your photos with @MálagaRadio. And if you want the full backstory on this tradition, the rituals, the meanings, the best beaches, scroll back to episode 23. We gave it the spotlight it deserves.
San Juan really sets a tone, but the energy doesn't disappear after Monday. It just changes shape. Over in Mirascota, from Wednesday onward, you've got the Feria de las Lagunas taking over the town. It's one of the younger ferias on the coast, but it's grown into something big. Bright lights, live music, and a buzzing atmosphere every night.
And just so you know, Las Lagunas isn't the old village or the seafront. It's the residential heart of Mijas. Think apartment blocks, local schools, sports beaches, the real day-to-day town. But come Feria week, they transform car parks and public plazas into full-blown celebration zones. There's a proper fun fair, churros stands, daytime family tents, and concerts each night.
You'll find tribute acts, local flamenco groups, and even some DJ nights on the smaller stages. And what's nice is it's super walkable. No big ticket prices, no barriers, just that classic Costa del Sol street party energy, open to anyone passing by.
Also, keep your eyes peeled for fiestas patronales. These are local Saints' Day festivals happening all over the region right now. They're usually tied to a town's namesake saint or chapel and often include a mini feria, a religious procession, maybe even an outdoor concert or two.
The tricky part, they're not always listed in the usual tourist guides, but you'll see posters taped to lampposts, pinned on supermarket notice boards, or even handed out in cafes. Towns like Alajuela el Gran, Valles Malaga, and Estepona are known for these small but lively summer fiestas.
And here's a local hack. Check your ayuntamiento's Instagram. More and more town halls are posting full event calendars there, often as story highlights or PDFs in the bio, or just ask someone nearby. These events still move through the grapevine.
We'll keep tracking the biggest ones for you, and you'll find those confirmed listings and concert schedules in the blog post that goes with this episode at MálagaRadio.com. And of course, we're constantly adding updates to MálagaRadio.net, especially as new programs drop from the town halls.
So whether you're chasing one more night of flamenco, looking for a family-friendly street party, or just hoping to bump into a local celebration you didn't expect, this is absolutely the week for it. Don't be afraid to follow the sound of drums or the smell of fried dough.
If all this talk of tradition and rhythm has you curious, our Malaga Radio Travel pick this week is a little gem in the city center. Teatro Flamenco Malaga offers nightly performances of Esencia, a stripped-back, authentic flamenco show just off Calle Larios. It's fiery, emotional, and beautifully intimate, a perfect introduction if you've never seen flamenco live. Shows run daily and last about an hour, and at just €29, it's hard to beat.
You can check times and reserve your ticket directly at MálagaRadio.travel. Just search flamenco in the experience section. And if you go, let us know what you thought. We're always looking for listener picks to highlight.
But up next, we're slowing it down and stepping indoors. From modern art galleries to Moorish towers and ancient artifacts, the Costa del Sol has more than just sunshine to show off. Culture and exhibitions coming up.
Malaga Radio.
From rooftop flamenco to seaside sculpture, the Costa del Sol's cultural life doesn't slow down for summer. It just gets warmer, louder, and a little more magical. Whether you're seeking cool inspiration indoors or something that lets the sea breeze follow you, this week's Cultural Diary has some lovely surprises.
And we'll begin in Malaga City, where the Carmen and Baptiste Museum is kicking off its brand new summer evenings program, Delicias del Verano. That means extended opening hours and a completely different atmosphere with soft lighting, fewer crowds, and live classical piano in the courtyard Thursday to Saturday. A perfect way to swap sun cream for sophistication, or maybe just unwind in style after the beach.
A short drive or bus ride out in Turriena, La Casa Gerald Brennan continues its Literary Shadows exhibit, a thoughtful, image-rich look at the Andalusian lives of writers like Lorca, Hemingway, and Brennan himself. It's small and personal, and if you go late afternoon or early evening, this shaded garden makes a beautiful place to pause and reflect. Or just enjoy the hush.
Heading along the coast in Fuengirola, the iconic Sohail Castle is back in full swing. Thursday night brings a live flamenco performance on the battlement stage, followed by an artisan Andalusian market from Friday to Sunday in the courtyard. It's free to enter the market, and they've even got a moonlit theater production on Sunday, ideal for a different kind of date night.
Over at Nerca, the Cultural Center is hosting a Spanish guitar recital this Friday, part of their ongoing Not Just the Verano series. And on Sunday, there's something a little more playful, a beachside sand sculpture walk along Buriana Beach, where you'll not only see some remarkable artists at work, but families are welcome to join in with their own sandy creation.
And if you're craving a little culture with a change of scene, something that takes you further inland into the hills and the heart of Andalusia, here's this week's Malaga Radio Travel pick. Hop on a full-day tour to Ronda and Setenil de las Bodegas, which we mentioned earlier. This isn't just sightseeing. It's a deep dive into the stories, textures, and beauty of two of southern Spain's most striking towns. Ronda offers cliff-top views that stop you in your tracks, while Setenil's cave houses, built directly into the rock, are like something from a dream.
What makes this trip special is the rhythm. You'll travel with a local guide, have time to walk the Roman streets, gaze out from the Puente Nuevo, and explore the lesser-known corners that give Ronda its magic. Then it's on to Setenil, where even the tapas bars are nestled beneath rock overhangs. It's peaceful, photogenic, and absolutely authentic.
It runs from central Malaga with comfortable coach transport, a local guide, and plenty of time to wander. The whole thing takes around 9 hours, but never feels rushed, and prices start at just €22.00 per person. It's one of the most reviewed and best-loved day trips in the region. You'll find the details and booking link over on MálagaRadio.travel. Just look under Travel Picks.
So whether your cultural fix this week comes from piano music and moonlit castles, or a quiet white village hidden in the hills, there's plenty to discover.
That wraps up culture and exhibitions for this week. And next, we're heading straight to the table. From seafood festivals to hidden chiringuetos and vineyard escapes, it's time to talk flavor, hospitality, and the meals that make the memories.
Malaga Radio.
After a week of bonfires, parades, and castle concerts, let's talk about something that quietly anchors every day on the Costa del Sol: food. Because whether you're here for a week or a season, the memories that last often begin with a meal. And it's not just about eating out, though let's be honest, the options are endless. It's about hospitality, that sense of being welcomed in. Spain excels at it, not in a flashy way, but in the time they give you, the way tables are places to linger, to laugh, to share more than just a menu.
And if you're around San Pedro de Alcantara this weekend, come hungry. It's the Feria del Marisco or seafood fair, and it's one of those local traditions that tourists tend to stumble into and never forget. Picture this: massive tents by the sea, smoke curling up from sizzling grills, the scent of garlic, prawns, and langoustines in the air. There's no need to book. Just show up, pick your plates, and grab a cold beer or white wine from the bar. It runs Friday to Sunday, and the vibe is pure coastal joy.
And even if you missed Dia del Espato earlier this month in Estepana, you can still channel the energy, pull up a chair at El Tinterro in El Palo or Chiringuito Paco in Los Álamos, both known for fresh sardines skewered and roasted over open flame right on the beach. Order with your eyes, ask what's just come in, and let the plates do the talking.
Or go exploring. The inland village of Benahavis is known as one of Andalusia's dining capitals, a small mountain town with a staggering number of restaurants for its size. If you're feeling spontaneous, just head there and follow the scent of charcoal.
And if you're listening live and making plans on the go, here's a quick fire foodie list to help shape your week. Tapas Tuesday in Mijas Pueblo, many local bars offering €2 specials from 6 p.m. Wine and jazz at Bodega Cuitapeños Malaga Friday night from 8 p.m., €12. Entry includes 2 tastings. Cheese and cider pairing workshop in Coin Thursday afternoon, booking required. Paella masterclass in Nerga, daily mid-morning sessions, includes lunch. Sweet Sundays in Frigiliana. Pop-up dessert market in the plaza from 4 p.m. For full details on all of those, head to MálagaRadio.net and tap into the food and drink section.
Now, if you're after something slower, something personal and genuinely special, this week's MálagaRadio.travel pick is one of the most soulful foodie experiences we've found so far. It's a vineyard and cellar visit with 6 wines and tapas, just 25 minutes outside Malaga. But this isn't a tourist conveyor belt. You're heading to a real winemaker's home, tasting 6 organic wines you won't find in shops, and enjoying crafted tapas in a relaxed, rustic setting.
What makes it unforgettable is the intimacy. The group is small, just 8 or 9 people. You're guided through the vineyard, shown how the wines are made, and served food that feels like it came from someone's family kitchen. There's no sales pitch, no showroom, just warm hospitality, full glasses, and hosts who genuinely love what they do. It's like a long Andalusian lunch that happens to include a wine education you'll actually remember.
To taste reds, whites, sparkling, and maybe even an experimental pour too, each one paired with tapas and stories. There's bottled water, shade, sunscreen, insect repellent. They've thought of everything. They'll even accommodate dietary needs with a smile.
It runs most days, lasts about 4.5 hours, including travel, and costs around €90, which, considering the quality and care, is remarkable value. You'll find full details and a booking link over on Málaga Radio Travel on our brand new food and hospitality page.
And if you do go, tell them we sent you. We love hearing your stories, and we're building a foodie map over at MálagaRadio.net. Tag us in your favorite finds, your best meals, or that random wine you can't pronounce but loved anyway.
So whether it's paella at a workshop or paper plate of gambas by the port, this week is about enjoying what's on your plate and who you share it with.
Coming up next, it's time to turn up the volume. From castle concerts to rooftop DJs and moonlit beach bars, our music and nightlife segment is coming up. Stick around.
Malaga Radio.
All right, music lovers, it's time to tune your weekend plans to something with a little bass line, because from Marbella to Malaga, the nights are heating up.
And we're not just talking beach bar DJs, though there are plenty of those this week. It's packed with concerts, cruises, rooftop vibes, and one or two surprises that might become the highlight of your trip.
Let's kick off in Marbella, where the Starlight Festival is rolling out the red carpet for one of the true legends. Kul and the gang take the stage on Thursday, June 27th, and it's not just nostalgia, it's pure energy.
They're bringing all the funk, soul, and joy that made them icons in the first place. Celebration, get down on it. You know, the set list is going to be bulletproof. Concert starts at 10, gates at 8. It's a must if you want to dance under the stars in style. If you're leaning more toward country pop with a side of Latin charm, swing over to Fuengirola on Friday. The Hash sisters bring their Hashville tour to the Mare Nostrum stage, and it's got all the ingredients: harmonies, high spirits, and a view of Sohail Castle.
And don't go far, because Saturday night is just wild. Same venue, totally different mood. Ojete Calor hits the stage, and yes, that's their real name. If you haven't seen these guys live, imagine a glitter-soaked fever dream where karaoke meets party pop. Think dance party for the beautiful people. Their words, not ours. It's chaotic, it's hilarious, and it somehow works.
All right, let's bring it back down to sea level, literally. This week's Malaga Radio Travel Pick is all about setting sail. The catamaran sunset on night cruise with live DJ.
Yes, please. Just picture this. Golden hour on the water, cava in hand, DJ spinning mellow house as you watch the city light up from the bay. It's smooth, simple, and only 22 euros. Leaves from Mundo Marino Malaga, lasts 90 minutes, and it's got summer written all over it.
Full details are on Malaga Radio Travel. Just search Music and Nightlife or check the podcast page, MálagaRadio.com, if you're already there. And while we've got you, here's a rapid-fire rundown of a few more music picks this week. DJ Nano at Molino Club, Saturday night. Torremolinos, House, and Techno Heads. That's your call. A jazz jam night at Clarence Jazz Club, Malaga. Free entry, Wednesday. Saxon and Sunset rooftop set at Onliu Hotel, Friday. Stunning views, smooth sounds. And for something different, flamenco pop fusion at Pinamon Brava, Saturday night.
That's a wrap on Music and Nightlife for this week. Whether you're dancing by the sea or sipping something smooth above the rooftops, remember, it's summer. Let the nights carry you.
And next, we're trading rhythm for movement. From rooftop yoga and paddleboard adventures to local football and active day trips, sports and outdoors is up next.
Stick around.
Malaga Radio.
If you're feeling restless in a good way, this is the week to get moving. We've got beach, yoga, paddleboards, local tournaments, and a travel pick that gives you views, breeze, and a bit of city storytelling on two wheels.
We'll kick off with something social and local down at Misericordia Beach in Malaga City. This Sunday, it's the beach volleyball and language exchange. Think bump set and small talk. All levels welcome, and it wraps with sunset beers at one of the chiringuitos nearby. It runs from 6 to 9 p.m. and a €1 coin gets you in.
Over in Vélez Malaga, the free beach, yoga, and Pilates sessions are back daily this week along Torre del Mar, La Caleta, and Beniajara. Morning and evening slots just drop in. Great for anyone needing a bit of stretch between canoes and sunbathing.
And for the football fans or just sporty families, there's a full week of action around the coast. The Costa del Sol International Cup is on Tuesday and Wednesday with youth matches in Malaga, Fuengirola, Torremolinos, and Marbella. Also, the Marbella Summer Football Camp is running all week, plus a serious basketball skills camp for teams in Malaga.
And now, if you'd rather glide through the scenery instead of sprinting through it, here's our Malaga Radio travel pick for the week. The Castle Hill and Fisherman Village e-bike tour takes you on a 3-hour ride that's as easygoing as it is enlightening. Use past street art in the city center, visit Picasso's birthplace, climb up to the Gibralfaro Fortress, then coast all the way down to the fishing quarter of Pedregalejo. From there, it's pure beach promenade, all the way past the Miramar Palace and into Muelle Uno.
It's got the kind of guide you wish every tour had. Someone who knows the streets, the stories, and where to eat after. Runs most days, costs around €43, and includes the e-bike, the guide, and just the right number of stops. More details and booking, as always, on MálagaRadio.travel, where you'll find this and more under our Outdoor Experiences page.
Still craving more? He has a quick hit list of what else is happening outdoors this week. La Noche Arraso in Coin. Art, Flamenco, Circus, June 27-28. Circorama Puppet plus Circus shows in Malaga, June 26-30. Noches Allogora Benalora, Candle at Souk and Music, June 26-28. San Juan Fairs in Benalmádena and Alhorin, June 24-29, with concerts and fairground vibes.
And just a heads up, if you're planning your weekend around the outdoors, book early for anything involving tours or transport. Summer's here and availability goes fast.
Malaga Radio.
And that brings us to the end of this week's diary. Whether you're heading to a rooftop concert, a castle courtyard, a seafood fair, or just a quiet corner with good company, we hope something here helps shape your plans.
And if it did, tell a friend. For the podcast, tag us on your day out, or just drop a pin where you heard the music. Word of mouth is how Malaga Radio grows, and every listener makes us better.
Remember, if you're looking for tickets, details, or even just inspiration for later in the summer, check out MálagaRadio.travel. And if you're a venue or event organizer, we're building a platform just for you at MálagaRadio.net. Get in touch, claim your listing, and let's connect the coast together.
We'll be back next week with a brand new diary and a brand new special. Until then, stay curious, stay cool, and keep tuning in. Hasta luego.
Malaga Radio. Malaga Radio.